everyone, how's it going? It's Chaz here from theorygames.com and it is update day. So let's see what Evony has in store for us. Now it's one of the quarterly updates, so it's meant to be quite a big one. But first of all, let's go have a look at the new generals. We have two new range generals. They're pretty good. Now, yet to run the numbers on them, they're definitely one of the better range generals. I don't know if they're the best, but they're definitely up there. So let's have a little look at this first one, special skill and ascension. So increases range troops attack and HP by 55% when general is leading the army to attack. Increases range troops and siege machines defense by 40% when general brings any dragon or spiritual beast to attack. Okay, so far pretty standard. However, I want to draw your attention to the third and the fifth ascension. Okay, we have a plus 6% march size capacity and a plus 8% march size capacity, giving us a running total of plus 14% so far. Now let's check the special skills. We have another plus 6 march size on that second one, so up to 20 so far. And then we'll go ahead and look at the Covenant. And in the Covenant, we have a plus 5%. So that's plus 25% before we even get to the march size skill book, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. Really quite a nice one. So definitely want to look at. Also has a skin, by the way. When joining the rally, enemy ground troop, mounted troop, HP minus 5%. And used to activate attacking range troop attack plus 8%. So nice little buff there in the skin as well. Now let's go take a look at Amos. So first of all, let's start with the special skill. Pretty bog standard, and then the ascensions are also pretty bog standard. Apart from on the ascension 4, we do have a plus 5% march size capacity. Now, if we check these ones here, the specialties, we do see a plus 10% march size capacity again on that fourth one. So up to 15% so far for this guy. And then if we scroll down, we see a plus 8% march size capacity right there as well. So both of them having a very interesting amount of march size capacity that potentially pushes them towards the upper echelons of the ranged generals. Now, the update came out about an hour ago. I know there's been some talk on Discord about whether it's the best or not. We're going to run the numbers and let you guys know. So at the top of the description, there will be a link to the best range generals. Once we run the numbers, then it will update the ranking for the range generals there. Now, moving on, let's have a little look at the new champion. We have a new champion. The buffs for this aren't outrageous. They're just nice to have, right? So reinforcing range troop and siege machine attack, NCT range troop and siege machine defense and HP, march speed and enemy ground and mounted troop HP. Now the one that I'm really interested in here is the march speed one, because obviously that's quite hard to get. The others are like, they're nice to have, but they're nothing super duper crazy, I wouldn't say. But yeah, if you can, then obviously get a champion, level it up. But if you don't want to see some insane buffs, let's head over to Decorate and look at the new castle that's just dropped. So we have Thebes, who's obviously Egyptian, was it god, I think? I don't know. Mythology, anyway, we'll put it down as mythology. So on the own to activate, we have rally capacity plus 5%, which is obviously really nice, especially for challenge this weekend. However, if we go and upgrade it, let's actually show you the fully upgraded one, because this is where things get really, really interesting. One to activate, rally capacity plus 12%, but also we have this one to activate siege machine attack and defense alliance up to 3 stacks plus 20%. So if you and 2 of your alliance teammates have this, then you can give your full team 60% siege attack and defense buffs, which is obviously super duper nice. There's also some nice solo buffs for you there. So used to activate attacking siege machine attack and defense plus 38%. So yeah, some really nice buffs going on there. Now, next up, we do have some new cards. So let's take a little peek at these ones. We have a new civilization cards. So the buffs for these are like, they're decent. They're nice to have. There's nothing super duper crazy. Reinforced range siege machine defense and rally mounted troop HP and attacking mounted troop attack. Let's check this one. Defending siege machine HP, range troop and siege machine defense, ground troop attack. And then last but not least, we have attacking siege machine defense, reinforcing ground and mounted troop HP, and then siege machine attack defense and HP. Seems to be quite a nice update for those siege and range buffs. That's definitely the vibe that I am getting from this. Now let's go over to Ideal Lands. We got a new ornament, so let's check that out. So if we scroll down, Guide of the Dead, that's it there. So max level preview, march size capacity plus 5%. Plus 5%, plus 5,000, pretty standard. Attacking mounted troop HP plus 10%, enemy siege machine defense minus 10%. So yeah, some nice buffs there. If you can get it, you can get it, awesome. But if not, it's not going to be the end of the world. But it's always nice to have more buffs, right? Now, moving on, let's see what else does this event have. Well, we are going to see the return of Revelation of Horus. The answers are going to be in the description below, of course. Let's take a little look. We have Hypnosis Dream. Again, I'll put a guide to that as well below. If you are not good at Hypnosis Dream, then read the guide. It will guarantee that you complete it. Okay, maybe even multiple times. So if you are not finishing this event every single time, read our guide, okay? It's going to make things a whole lot easier for you. Now up here we have some of the kind of standard event type stuff, so basically just go and coin your ass off. Then here we have the story, so we need to wait for Chaos Brand to reach 1 million. Now how do we get this Chaos Brand? From defeating the event bosses that they have. The event bosses aren't really anything special, they're just kind of cut and copy paste of other event bosses, so I don't get too excited about that. And then Ode to Egypt, this is obviously how we're going to get Amos. Historic General Summoning, surprise, surprise. And then the King's Party, let's have a little look at this. So unfortunately to get the new champion, you need to have your cake level 5. So it's going to be a coiner only one for a little while at least. But then we look at cake level 10, we're going to have this skin for the first general that I showed. So there's no surprise there. Are we getting anything else quite nice in here? One thing I do want to show you actually as well is we are going to get John Hawkwood in here, who is like the premium archer camp officer. So obviously this is very much update geared towards ranged, and there's quite a lot of siege buffs we're seeing as well. So ranged and siege is going to be the big one for this one. We have the Shared Gems event, pretty standard if you played one of these before. Nothing hugely exciting going on. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I'd like to mention we got these new bosses. You just kill them, you get some basic rewards. It's again nothing too crazy. Now, one thing that we do have is we have some new gift codes. So the new gift codes are Amazon, Samsung, and Xiaomi. So let me see, I think I already actually activated these ones on this account. Oh, here they are. So Amazon, we're going to get some Blood of Ares, love boxes. Samsung, treasure boxes, junior plays on chests, nice one. And then Xiaomi, we are going to get ruby necklace and tactic scrolls, alongside some other little special stuff as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it, I think, for this update. There's nothing else really going on. Now, obviously, it's maybe like one of the big quarterly updates, and to me, it doesn't really feel that big. It doesn't really feel that special. It feels like a lot of rebranded of previous things. We got rebranded boss. We got obviously a new champion, but they're just rebranding an old champion, sticking different buffs on it. Same with the generals. Same with the events. So nothing really super exciting here for me, I don't think. I was hoping we'd see another event. Something like that, something to keep things a little bit fresh, but unfortunately I don't think we're going to see that. So yeah, I think that's it, to be honest. Now obviously links to everything that I mentioned are going to be in the description below, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try and get back to you. But apart from that, that's it for today, guys. So enjoy the update, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Cheers.